We've looked to the future, and then the heroes that have sort of enabled this are in many ways here tonight. And I'm thrilled to be able to give the next award, which is a new award. It's called the Dream Big Award. It's an award presented to a fundraising volunteer who's quite special. They've made a significant difference in the fight against cystic fibrosis. And I think you all know, most of you know, who's going to know the person who we're going to honor tonight. And this is a big deal. And I'm very excited to be the person awarding this first Dream Big Award. The first recipient has dared to dream big in ways that we could never imagine, and along the way has inspired and helped more people in our community than we can imagine. Not only has he dreamed big, but he's realized his dreams. My guess is that he knows most of you in this room. Who is that? Joe O'Donnell. Joe O'Donnell's a man of action. After their son Joey died from cystic fibrosis in 1986, Joe and his wife Kathy created the Joey Fund as a tribute to their son and in honor of all those still fighting cystic fibrosis. We're very grateful for not only those commitments, but it's obvious that Joe and Kathy's daughters, Kate and Casey, are remaining involved in cystic fibrosis. So this is a generational thing that will continue for a long time. Joe's done amazing work in the Boston area. He's raised tens of millions of dollars for people with CF through a variety of major events, including the Joey O'Donnell film premiere that features advanced screenings of Hollywood blockbusters. And with his good friend, Eddie Andelman, the renowned sports radio talk show host, Joe launched the famous Hot Dog Safari, at which thousands of Bostonians come each year to raise funds for cystic fibrosis research. And I've heard about that for a long time. One year I'm going to try to come and have a hot dog with you, Joe. But Joe took his philanthropic efforts one step further by heading the Foundation's Major Gifts campaign, Milestones 1, the search for a cure. He traveled the country for 5 years, sharing his CF stories and enlisting more supporters. In the traditional Joe style, Milestones 1 finished not only on time, but over goal, raising an astounding $175 million. Now, Joe may tell this story, but within 2 days, he agreed to chair the second phase of Milestones 2, accelerating the search for a cure. This time, he was equally successful. Joe's leadership led to an additional $80 million to support the Foundation's research programs. And if my math is right, and I haven't had 2 gin and tonics, but I did have 2 cabs. if my math is right, that's $255 million. Like Eris, Joe cares deeply for those who need help. Because of his endearing commitment, he's making a difference in the lives with CF. Over the decades, Joe has helped fund the amazing progress which has resulted in hope and has enabled people to not only get out of elementary school, middle school, high school, but go to college, get married, have careers, have children, and even dream of retirement and having grandchildren. So, Joe, we thank you for giving so much of your life, passion, and unique talents to the CF community. You give us all the hope that we need to dream big and the confidence that together, we'll find a cure to end this disease. Joe, thank you.
like to ask Gina Shuey to come, his partner in crime in Major Gifts, to help present this award.
Okay. All right. I am humiliated. I was not ready for this. In fact, I leaned over to Mimi in the middle of the great Phyllis's speech and said, "Who's the poor bastard who's going to have to follow that?" and I was sitting there thinking I was done for the day. I do have one final announcement. Those of you who have made a major commitment tonight or yesterday can go out that exit. Those of you who haven't, we'll see you over at that exit. So anyway, I'm thinking all these sophisticated things while Phyllis is blowing me away. I thought I was a pioneer. And Joey was born in 1974, and she's at it for 15 years at that time. Quite remarkable. God bless you. You know, nice. You give us all hope. Like I said, I was thinking all sorts of great thoughts, aside from being fortunate enough not to follow her, and poor artist did a nice job. But hey, I'm with you, man. I get it. So here I am, stuck, and I'm thinking of things like Maureen. It took me 12 awards to figure out. It was like the miracle of the loaves and fishes. She kept coming up with another bowl. I didn't realize that nobody was taking it away, that she was... And I thought, my God, that's... where is that all happening? And I had to, like, pay attention to it. As I said, Phyllis, you're curing diseases 58 years ago, which makes you like 180. And you look like you're, 50. I mean, God bless you. And the other thing I was thinking, another sophisticated thought is, I wonder who the poor bastard is getting the little thing and everybody else is getting these. So I guess that would be me again. On a serious note, and I'll leave you all. Bob Bell, God bless him, and it's been a wonderful, think of the organizations we've talked about that and how we all feel so special to be bonded in a unique way that nobody else is, and we're still doing it because Preston is in there and Bob's helping and the transition's been fantastic, and Bob has said 4 times tonight that he's not going anywhere, he's on the train, and we're going to hold you to that, Bob. So all of that is great, but Bob also said, I'm very lucky. I had three reasons why he was lucky, and I was thinking, I suppose all of us think about that now and then, and I was thinking, all right, so I get the little trophy, I don't know where, why am I lucky? And I'll be serious for 1 second. I'm lucky because I have this organization, because when Joey died 31 years ago, I didn't know where to go, and we had been working at it because he was 12. He was 12 years old, and been neck deep in that, in the frontier, what cystic fibrosis was at the time. And so the organization, the fraternity, the camaraderie, and all of the things that we all bring to each other made a difference in my life, saved my life maybe. And so I feel very lucky to have done that. And even though my father told me never to accept awards and do things like be humble, I will accept this award, but only in behalf of all of us in this room, because you've all shared in it equally. So thank you.